Hi yogis, this is a 15-minute nice and easy flow. This is really nice for first thing in the morning or when you're trying to go to bed or just for a beginner flow in general. So meet me on your mat. We're going to start lying on our backs here, all the way in a prone position. So get yourself comfortable on your back, hug in your right knee, and just start to open up through the lower back here. Let it start to release. You can make a little bit of a circle here to the inside and then to the outside. And then I want you to take your right foot and just stamp the ceiling with it. Open up your arms to a T and drop your right foot all the way over to the left. Let it spinal twist you. And then using your core strength, lift it back up. You can press your hands against the floor for a little extra leverage. And then switch. Hug in that left knee. Start to open up through the lower back on the left side. Nice and easy. And then stamp the ceiling with that left foot. Open up the arms again and drop nice and slow with control all the way down. If this is too much of a twist on your back, just you can absolutely let yourself spin over a little bit more so it's not so much of a twist. If you need to let your left shoulder off the mat, then that's totally fine. The more you leave your left shoulder on the mat, the more of a twist of the spine you're going to have. And then use the strength of your leg to lift it back up. And switch sides. Let's do that one more time. Right knee nice and tight into the chest. Then kick it up, open up the arms, and drop the leg to the left. Deep breaths here. You can look over your right shoulder to dot the I and cross the T on this spinal twist. And then lift it up. Switch sides again. Hug in that left knee. Open up the arms and stamp the ceiling and bring it over to the right. Look over your left shoulder and then all the way up to the top again. Hug in both knees this time. And I want you to just rock gently until you're in a seated position. Cross your feet and all the way over until you're on all fours. Very nice. Give me some cat-cows. Let's arch and round and arch and round. So nice to work the spine this way. We've twisted it and now we're bending it and arching it in the other directions. And then I want you to press your back foot like you're stamping the back wall and your left arm comes out in front. Hold here for just a second. Get out of this right shoulder. So you're in a nice strong bird dog. And elbow to knee. Press it out. Elbow to knee. Press it out. And drop it down. Couple more cat-cows. Arch. And round. And arch. And round. And then stamp the back wall with your left foot and your right arm comes forward. You can point your foot or you can flex it. I just want it nice and strong. I want that energy really flowing all the way out to the end of your foot. And then elbow to knee, extend it out. Elbow to knee, extend it out. Make sure you're not collapsing into this shoulder. Press that arm away from you. Drop your right hand and drop your leg. Tuck your toes and press back into a down dog. Pedal it out here. You can bend your knees nice and soft If you're feeling a stretch down the back of your legs with your knees nice and soft, just leave your knees bent. No need to try to straighten them all the way or get your heels to the floor. This is just nice and easy. And pedaling it out. Beautiful. Drop back to your knees and bring your right foot to the back of your mat, swiveling out the left. So we're in a little bit of a side plank here, a supported side plank. Your right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Your left knee is down. And you're going to reach your right arm over your ear toward the front wall. Give yourself a nice side stretch here. Try to press your hip up to the ceiling a little bit. So if this is feeling sunken in, lift it up and reach. Breathe here. Extend that arm over your ear to the front wall so that now you have one long line of energy from your fingertips all the way down to the outside of your right foot. Now from here, I want you to bring your whole body up, right, and then spin out your right foot so that you've got your knee here to support you, elbow to knee. And if you need a blanket here on your knees, please use one. Blankets and blocks are there for you to use. Reach your left arm over. Hopefully you have blankets and or blocks. The blocks are always nice to bring the floor closer to you, and the blankets always make the floor a little softer. So you're reaching here on the opposite, getting that stretch on the left side this time, and just holding here. Use that elbow to pull your knee a little bit further out, opening up through the groin. And then left arm comes down, right arm comes down, back to all fours. Now this time your left foot's going to go back. It's parallel to the back of the mat, and you're going to swivel out your right knee. Okay, so we've got our right knee down and our left foot is to the back of the mat. Reach over the ear and feel this nice long line of energy across the left side of the body. We just did the right side of the body. Now we're doing the left. Again, you want to lift up through if you find yourself sinking in these hips, try to lift them up, press the hips forward, and lift this hip a little bit closer to the ceiling. Your right elbow should not be near your ear. If it is, try to just pull your body away from your, should I say elbow? Your shoulder should not be near your ear. So try to get your body away from your shoulder as much as possible and reach that left arm over. Then you can walk your hands or lift with your body strength. We're going to swivel our left foot out, lean into this left leg with our elbow, and we're going to reach our right arm over our ear. So we're stretching out through the groin here. We're opening up with our elbow, and we've got a nice long stretch down the right side of our body. And if you want to put something under your right knee, if it's too much pressure on your knee, just a little folded up blanket will do wonders. Or you can put your yoga mat on a carpet, and that always makes everything a lot softer. And spin everything back down to your all fours. Very nice. Press back into your down dog here. Now we're going to get really high on our tippy toes. And we're going to do something I like to call ripple roll. So from your shoulders, start to roll down your spine like a big wave, all the way down to your hips drop down, untuck your toes. And now we're in an up dog. You can leave your lower body just resting on the mat and pressing up with this up body into a gentle back bend. So we just want to feel that our chest is opening and our shoulders are pulling back and down, and we're getting that nice deep arch in our back. And then lower your body down to the mat. So tense your fingertips to the outside of your shoulders here, sort of in front, sort of off the corners of your mat. And then roll your body up. And roll it down. When you get to the top, for just a moment, think about opening the chest and raising the chin, and then drop it down again. Inhale, roll your body up to a nice big cobra, and then roll it down. One more time. Press everything up and drop it down. Very nice. Now with your hands underneath your shoulders, press everything back and push back into a child's pose. Your tailbone can come all the way back down to your heels or wherever it fits, wherever it feels like it can move to. So stay in your child's pose for just a breath. This is a pose, even though it's a resting pose, you can activate it a little bit deeper. If you can walk your hands out, you're getting a beautiful stretch down your arms. And then we want to start to walk our hands over to the left side. See if you can stack your right hand over your left. And as you stack your right hand over your left and both hands are off to the side, pull your tailbone back towards your heels. You'll feel the stretch. And then walk it over to the other side. This time, place your left hand on top of your right and pull your tailbone back towards your feet again. Deep breaths here. And then walk your hands back to center again and all the way back to your knees. And let's stand up nice and tall. So from here, we're going to press our hips forward as we get nice and strong. Inhale the arms up nice and high. And I want you to see if you can reach back, tuck your toes here to get your heels off the ground. Reach back. And just if you can grab your toe here. If not, you're just going to place your hands on your lower back and press your hips forward for a gentle back bend. But if you can reach around and grab or just put your fingertips on your heel, I want you to sweep your left arm over and reach behind you. Press your hips forward and squeeze your glutes. And then the other side. Just put your fingertips on top of your left heel and reach that right arm over. Very good. And one more on each side. Reach that left arm over. Other side. Press your hips forward. Squeeze your glutes. Reach that right arm as high and back as you can get it. And back down to the ground. We're in all fours again here. So we're going to cross our feet and roll all the way back. Scoot your body down to the center of your mat and roll back and down. And we're back where we started. We're going to hug our both knees in, and then we're going to extend our left leg. Stamp that top ceiling. I guess the top ceiling is the only ceiling, right? Reach your arms out to a T, and like we did at the top of class, drop your right foot over. Look over your right shoulder. Take a nice twist. And raise that right leg up. And switch. Hug in your left knee. Stamp the ceiling with that foot. Twist over. Look over your left shoulder this time. Let your spine twist. And then bring that left leg back up. Hug in both knees. Say something nice to yourself. You did a good job with this. And then let everything go. And I hope if you have done this before bed that it helps you sleep. And if you've done it first thing in the morning, that it helps you to wake up more refreshed. I'll see you later.